Hi everyone, welcome to lesson 5 of our phase 3 phonics. We're going to firstly go back through the activity that we looked at yesterday and check you got the answers for that. So hopefully you remember that your task was to say the word aloud that you see in the picture and then pick the right word from those below. So the first word here, hopefully you got it, is path. Paths. This one here, let's just circle them as we go along. So that's the first one. Paths. The next one, he's holding up 3 fingers. 3. So we can hear the sound at the beginning. R-E. 3. And then we've got a picture of a mouth. So we're looking out for the sound at the end of that word. Mouth. There it is. And then we've got the next one. She's pulling off a tablecloth. Cloth. There it is. And then we've got a picture of a bath. Or some of us say bath. Bath or bath. The next one, we've got the picture of the earth. And again, that sound is at the end of the word. So we can look out for that sound at the end of that word. Next, hopefully you recognise this is the number 30. 30. So it's just about recognising which of those sounds you can hear and making a good guess of which of those words match up. The next one, thumb. Thumb. Some of these digraphs and some of these sounds, oh God, I've gone all over the place there. Some of these have we haven't covered yet, but hopefully you can just have a guess of the sounds that you can hear and whether the sound is at the beginning or the end of a word. So we've done thumb. The next one is a thief. That's how we expect a thief to look. And then we've got thorn. So we can hear the sound at the end, the sound at the beginning. Next, we've got a tooth. Tooth. And so that must mean that the last one, this one here, is a moth. Okay, hope you did well with that one. And now we're going to go back and have a look at our flashcards. So we're going back through the ones that we've had before and adding all of the ones that we've been looking at this week, and then the focus sound for today. So I'll hold them up for a few seconds, let you have a go, and then I'll let you know what these sounds are. J. V. S. Y. Z. Z. Qu. W. Sh. Ch. Or last one. Okay, so we'll just go back through those again, and I'm going to show you them but not say them this time. So see if you can go along as quickly as you can as I hold up the flashcards. Are we ready? Well done, I hope you did really well with those. Okay, let's just have a look at our slides for today. So, lesson 5. So we've got a new focus sound for today, and that is, you might have seen it snuck in there at the end. So sometimes we make the mistake of when we're looking at that sound, when we're looking at that digraph, we make the sound ng, but we need to be careful to not have that g sound at the end. Okay, if you think about some words with that sound in it that we'll look at shortly, we don't make the ng sound at the end. If you think about the word ring, we don't say that word ring. Okay, so that's when we say pure sounds, we need to make sure we say that sound correctly. So you say it. Okay, well done. So we're going to have a look at which letters that we need to write to make that sound now. So we can hear the sound, can't we, in that digraph? So we start with the and just like all digraphs need 2 letters to make one sound, it needs the G, a G, to make You have a go at writing it now with me. The N, N, and the G, the G. Together they make the sound. Brilliant. So we're going to have a look at some flashcards now with that sound in. Oh, before we do, I've forgotten, normally I give you a chance to have a think, don't I? If you can see anything around the room or out the window or any words that you're familiar with the sound. It usually comes at the end of a word. So we'll look at some examples in a moment. Okay, see if any that you thought of are going to come up here in our flashcards. Okay, so we've got r, I, ng, ring. R, a, ng, rang. Somebody rang on the telephone. A, ng, hang. S, o, ng, song. W, I, ng, wing. R, a, ng, rung. K, I, ng, king. L, o, ng, long. And last one, s, I, ng, sing. Okay, I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit and show them to the screen. And then you're going to have a second or two to say them before I say the word for the flashcard. See if you can get them right. Are we ready? Ring. Rung. Sing. Long. Wing. King. Hang. Song. Rang. Okay, so if we think about, as I was saying before, making that pure sound, rather than ng, if we were to say that ng sound, it would be r, a, ng. Somebody rang on the telephone. So we need to make sure that we say that correctly with that pure sound without the what we call a schwa at the end. R, a, ng, rang. Good job. Hopefully some of those were some of the ones that you came up with as well when you were thinking about words with the ng sound in. Okay. Let's have a look at some others. So here are some words up on the screen. I want you to have a go at visualizing those sound buttons on these words so that you can have a go at reading them yourself. So I'd like you to pause the video, visualize those sound buttons, or if you'd like to copy them down on some paper or a whiteboard if you have one at home, add the sound buttons and use those to help you to read those words. Okay, let's go through those together. So the first one, s, I, ng. Let's put that together, sing. R, I, ng. Ring. R, a, ng. Rang. A, ng. Hang. Ooh. Oh. Long. W, I, wing. Did you get those? Good job. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub the sound buttons out. I'm going to say some of those words and I want you to point to them really quickly on your screen as I read the words. So can you point to the word rang? Well done. So that's this one here. Good job if you pointed to that one. Which word says hang? Good job. Hopefully you were looking out for the sound at the beginning. And as you notice, all of these words, like in our flashcards, have the ng sound at the end. We'll always find that digraph at the end of a word. And, well, most of the time. And see if you can then find the word long. That's this one here, isn't it? Good job. Okay, right, we're going to try this little activity now. So up on the screen, we have some pictures and the words for those pictures all use the ng sound. So I want you to look at the picture, say what you think that picture is out loud, first of all, and then have a go at writing the word to match. Okay, all of those words, I'll give you a clue, have got 3 sounds in. So as well as the ng sound, which as we know comes at the end, there's going to be 2 sounds before that. Okay, so if you want to draw the sound buttons as well to check, to read it back to yourself and check you've got the right word, you're looking for 3 sound buttons on those words. So if you pause the video, have a go at writing those 4 words, and then we're going to have a look at them together. Okay, right, let's have a go and see if you got those right. So what's the picture? What's the first picture? It is a king, isn't it? So we need a k, I, ng, k, I, ng. So we've got the 3 sounds like I mentioned in the word king. Hopefully you got that right. Give yourself a tick on your piece of paper or whiteboard if you've got that. The next picture, what is it? It's wings. We're going to just write the word wing. So it begins with a w, I, ng. Do the sound buttons to check. W, I, ng, wing. Well done. The next picture, we've got a picture of a ring. So we can hear the r sound at the beginning. R, I. I'll show you this more closely in a moment. R, I, ng. Did you all get that? And then the last one, hopefully you got this picture. It's a bit more confusing, but it's pointing to the long pencil. We've got a short pencil and we've got a long pencil. So it begins with a L, O, So if you're never sure of those sounds, try to stretch that word out. Long. And you can hear, hopefully hear those sounds a lot more clearly. as all 4 words. Good job if you got all of those right. Well done. Okay, so we've got an activity for you to finish up on today using the sound. So as you can see here on the screen, there are a few words here. I want you to have a go at adding the sound buttons and then reading the word aloud and then deciding whether you think it's a real word or a nonsense word. So our real words, we can give them a tick once we've put the sound buttons on. And then we've read it back to ourselves. If you decide that's a real word, you can put a tick in the box. If you think it's a nonsense word, just like it shows down here, we'll put a cross in the box. And then go through each of those words, having a go at writing the sound buttons, reading it to yourself and deciding if it's a real or nonsense word. Okay, and then once you've done that, if you still would like to have some more practice using the sound in words and reading them aloud, these games are really good for practicing our reading skills, and we can read the real and nonsense words. So log on to Phonics Play using the details here, choose resources and phase 3, and then select buried treasure to practice, and then make sure you select the sound for the sound that we've looked at today. And then there'll be lots more words for you to practice reading and deciding if they are real or nonsense words. Okay, send your work to your class teacher on Class Dojo once you've had a chance to complete that activity. We really look forward to seeing it. Well done on a great week of phonics. Good job.